Okay, folks, final episode for the series. It is about 20 minutes before closing of Ranked, and you'll see that come on, don't get stuck here. Okay, you can see my refresh is ready. Basically, it expired several hours ago, but there was no way I was going to get another refresh right before, so what I did is I've saved my battles for the very end. Now, the reason that I do this is not because I want to snipe people and knock people out, but I do it strategically to try and avoid people manual playing me to get the last minute wins. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play battles against people that I know are lowest risk of manual play that I'm pretty sure are going to sim. I'll prioritize those guys first, get them out of the way, and then try and leave the people who might manual play me for the very last second. Okay, so who else is not a... Redbirds is not a manual player, so we'll hit him. Oh, and I think I've got drinks and equipment equipped because I don't want to drop out of bottom 30, so I'm pulling out all stops at this point in time just to see if we can pull something off. And this game's not going well. Who is it who's given up all the runs? Oh my god, it's not Clay Buckholz, it's Porcello, who also I don't trust very much. Okay. So what are we sitting at? We're sitting at 21, so that's not great. Tracy Crum is not a manual player, so get that game out of the way. Now it gets tricky because you need at least 5 to 10 minutes to, well, 5 minutes for a manual play, but at the same time I can't play them too early, but there may be more than one, so I can't leave them all towards the end. So, it gets really tricky as to when I actually do the refresh and when I go ahead and play these people. So I don't know, MCATs or Devastators shouldn't be a manual player. And Zoe, I'm busy. Can you go sit with Mommy, please? I'll be out in a bit. Tried to escape my daughter interrupting this, but she was knocking at the door. I have timed this poorly and not been able to play all my games in the end. And then sometimes I outright forget. Oh, this looks looking like a loss. Zoe, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? Okay, Zoe, I'm a little bit busy right now. Can it wait till a little bit later?
Well, I need to tell you something.
Well, tell me right now.
Dad, I picked pepper flowers outside, and then I bring them inside, and I started to pick blueberries, and I bring them inside. That's what I did.
Okay, that's very nice. You can show me after I'm done. Looks like my 4-year-old is hitting the blueberry bushes in the backyard, raiding them. Okay, I don't think he is a manual player. I'm running out of people in this refresh, so looks like I'm going to have to burn through the last few. Also not sure what time it is. I'll get another device. Okay, we got 10 minutes left, about 11 players to play, so this could be tight. Sometimes they go quick and it's not that big a deal. Wow, 0 hits. Somebody is shutting me down. Close one. After this we'll take a quick look at stats and see how my guys did, and I'll point out some interesting tests that I have coming up to do some skill comparisons. I got a 1-0 win and then followed by a 1-0 loss. I'm sitting right at 19. I think I was 20, so I'm kind of just sitting here netting neutral. Okay, so that's it for this refresh. We got 4 losses, 6 wins, so... Okay. So I will do a tank season next. Don't know how many episodes I'll record in there. It gets tricky because I'm not the expert at this. Actually, the guy I played last refresh, that guy Yankel, I think he is one of the foremost authorities in tanking. Let's see. Let's go hit post. But it seemed to work for me okay. It's done for coins. Although when I tried it, I got some. It didn't seem like I was getting an amazing amount. We'll talk about the theory and everything in that series. But post shutting me down. That Kershaw of his has, I believe, it's a 74 or 75 grade on it, and he's had that since beginning of last year. And it has a triple golds. I think, unfortunately, it does have ace on it, which is... Wow, Clay Buchholz actually held out there. Amazing. Okay, so who else do we have? Oh, let's go ahead and hit Cam from Facebook. Give him a chance to respond if he needs to. In case you're not familiar, there is a Facebook group for this. The particular group that Cam runs, or Waylanders here runs, is the one called Bullpen. So he is very familiar with my efforts here and what's going on, and we split. I beat him last refresh, and he beat me this one. So see, Sunshine Rockets apparently is a big tanker as well. Let's see, MVP is a sim player. "54 minutes passed." So that will give me we have 6 minutes left, and roughly that many games. So I'm going to have to power these out. Seems to be it's been a fairly even split with MVP this season. Notice, even though I am using the drinks and things, that that I don't seem to be doing significantly better. I mean, I did go 6-4, which compared to the rest of my season, it was better, but compared to what I normally do week to week, that's not better. So, I don't know. The unfortunate thing about this is if there are people that from your club or whatever that are holding on, just barely making level 30, I don't have the time to actually check to see what rank they're at. So I have mistakenly knocked somebody out that I would prefer to have not done that to. So there is the risk of doing that when you're working this approach. I don't know that I'm going to get all these done. I've got 4 minutes left and still 5 or 6 people to go. Looks like I might have timed it badly. I gave myself a little less than 20 minutes to run all these through, so looks like that was a bad call on my part. Let's just start tapping as fast as I can. Also, if I run it this close, if there are any last-second revenges, I might not have a chance to run those either. So it probably would have been prudent to give myself like 5 more extra minutes so I could actually run revenges. Three minutes left, 3 games to go. Ah, whoa, he beat me last time too. And Robbie Ross giving up runs. So frustrating that player has what should be a great skill set, and I'm sitting right at 19 still. Should be a great skill set, and he just cannot not choke. I mean, so frustrating. His ERA last time I checked his stats was 4.5. Oh my God, my guys are actually scoring runs, and then my pitchers can't hold it down. And I'm down to 20. I was 19 a second ago. Now I'm down to 20. That means somebody revenged me. Probably somebody lower than me. Knocking off an excess number of points. Come on. Oh, no. Well, at 20 with this amount of time to go, it looks like I'm probably safe. I'm showing 1 minute left. Revenge is available. This probably is going to be... There was another one available. I'm not going to be able to get to it. Yeah, but notice there were a lot of losses there. Whew, that was close. Still showing 1 minute. Oh, it looks like Mithril was the last one. The very last moment. I squeezed this one in. My other phone is showing 7 o'clock, so this is my last game. Just don't bring in Robbie Ross. That's all I have to say. All right, going out with a win. So let's see how it all came out in the end. Take some screenshots of some stats. Okay. I always like to see how my team ERA did. Now this 1.88 is fairly bad for me. Normally I'm higher than that. And ultimate team ranking was 20. Well, I made what I wanted. Let's see. I hope I didn't knock... Oh, I probably did knock Aubrey 85. Sorry, Obs, if I caused that. Redbirds was pretty close too. That's what I get for doing those last second games. Okay, looking at batter performance. Pedroia had drinks for part of the season. So this is a better view of how batters are going to do, because you saw I only used drinks at the very end there. I didn't face a lot of cupcake teams. So this is against basically better performance against good teams. And you can see that I only have one person close to 300. Everybody else is just hitting like absolute turds. And Pedroia, no. Ellsbury and Betts tops for home runs. Actually, it's that surprising. Normally, Adrian Gonzalez is my top producer. He is one of the better average hitters. And he did get the most RBIs for my team. As far as pitchers went, unfortunately, I did sub out some pitchers during the mid-season, so these aren't full season stats. Joe Kelly, just under 3. He's the one with Untouchable and Giant Killer, so it's not an amazing performance for him. I'd prefer to see something closer to Ziegler. Even Ziegler had a bad season. That's high ERA for him. Uehara seems to be getting around 2 ERA. Kimbrel that's the second season in a row he's gotten under 1, so that's actually pretty good. Let's take a look at Kimbrel for you, what his skills are, because I don't remember offhand. I believe he's Last Boss and Pitching Machine. So as far as relievers go, oh, Uehara was down condition too. I got that. Okay, so Kimbrel is Last Boss and Pitching Machine, and Ace I don't consider, because I can't. That skill sucks, so I pretty much ignore that. So Last Boss and Pitching Machine, and he did pretty... Okay, so Last Boss, Pitching Machine, and Ace. And compared to Robbie Ross, oh, look, Last Boss and Pitching Machine with Kill Shot. And Robbie Ross sucks horribly. And Kimbrel has a strong fastball, while Robbie Ross has a strong breaking ball. Big difference being the velocity. So I guess velocity has a bigger impact than I want to believe. It always hasn't seemed that way in the past. Let's see. Also, going back to performance, let's take a look at the pitchers again. My starters. Where Porcello, I can tell you, is last boss and cleaning up your mess at level 5. Chris Sale is last boss and untouchable, and he's my best ERA of the bunch, and also fewest losses. So, oh, that's right, that reminds me, I wanted to show you. So, I have Chris Sale and Pomeranz in the lineup. Pomeranz has Pitching Machine and Last Boss. And what I'm going to show you is I actually have alternate versions of them with different skills that should also be considered good. So, let's compare Pomeranz to Pomeranz. And you can see the one that I'm working on right now has Cleaning Up Your Mess at level 5. And he's 5 OVR lower. So that's kind of why I've been preferring the one that I have in my lineup. But he has Last Boss and Cleaning Up Your Mess versus Pitching Machine and Cleaning Up Your Mess. So that's going to be a nice comparison. I'll throw him in and see how he does comparatively. And similarly, I have an alternate version of Chris Sale, who is Pitching Machine and Cleaning Up Your Mess. And so those should be decent skills. They seem to have been varying a bit this week. So let's look at which pitchers I had with Cleaning Up Your Mess and Pitching Machine, and we will see it's like Clay Buchholz has that combo, and so does Pomeranz. And those are medium to high ERAs comparatively to the others. Price is Last Boss and Cleaning Up Your Mess. And he did better, but he's also the highest OVR of the bunch. Clay Buchholz also now has a high OVR. So looking at OVRs, you can see that Buchholz OVR is now this is with gear on. So he's 111 without gear, which is, let's see. Yeah, that's 1 point higher than that Chris Sale. And I'm surprised that Pomeranz is that high. So, nonetheless, that's a good OVR. And looking at his numbers, you can see he's heavy fastball, breaking ball, but he's lacking the velocity. So, is that a factor? I'm beginning to wonder if that velocity is hurting me. It hurts Robbie Ross, and now it's hurting Clay Buchholz with this horrible number of losses. So, okay, so I believe that's all I wanted to cover. I don't know if anybody's going to endure the season long enough to watch this final episode. Hopefully some people hung in there. And we'll do a tank season next. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.